This recording has been edited and modified. This recording is not to be duplicated or sold unless given permission by New Beginning Empowerment Church.
See, you got to be careful of what false idols would do, because false idols, as I already shared, will distract you. And they'll take away your ability to see the true and living God, because they have you focus more on self. That's why you got to watch this doctrine of secular humanism that teaches you about you have the power yourself. I don't have the power myself. I have power given to self by the Creator to do some things. But I don't have any power of myself. See, it's very tricky, because those words, if you ain't listening and watching carefully and you're not sharp by the Spirit of truth, the way people coin words will make you think that it's okay because it sounds pretty right. You know, the power of the mind. Yes, I have the power of the mind. God's given me a limited control over the mind. But anything that I have, it came by God. So if I'm thinking based upon the world's way of talking about the power of the mind, then I'm literally saying I trust in my own mind myself. And I can't trust in my own mind myself, because my own mind is corrupt from sin. So I have to trust in the power of God and His Word for my mind. So when I'm using the power of self, if you will, I'm using that power in the power of God. But if you were ever to study the history of Israel in any depth, you don't have to be deep, you don't have to become a theologian, but you will find out that every time they turned from God in their conduct, it was because they were attracted to what the other nations were doing. That's why they left the daily Passover. They're attracted to what other nations were doing. That's why God gave them their first natural king, because they were attracted to other nations having a natural king, a human man. And God was trying to convince them, I'm your king. You don't need a human king on the throne. I'm your king. And they said, no. We see them. And them were not walking with God. Them were not God's people. Them were not God's chosen. Y'all looking at me strange. Oh, my God. You are God's chosen. You're not to be looking at them and saying, I want what them got. You should be looking at Him and saying, I want what He got. But if you are looking at what they got and it has gotten in the frame of your mind, you have the inability to see what He got. And you'll never see what He got until you see who He is. And until you see who He is, you'll never do what He says. That's why we don't bring the tithe and the offerings and the dedicated things into the church today like we ought to, because we can't see Him in His power. Your heart has to turn again to God. Then you go back and examine your life and how you go about your daily activities. And you say, this got to go. This been here too long. That's got to go. That's blocking my path. That's standing between me and God. That's in a way, that's taking over the priorities of my time. I got to get rid of this here. I got to start spending money over here like that. I got to start getting this done. You start now getting things together.
If you would like to purchase more dynamic messages, call us at 757-722-6791, or join us on the web at www.newbeginningec.com.